Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with a pretty much like a part two of the automatic farm guides, I guess, huh? So last video I showed you guys how to automate a weed farm, and now me and my boy have grinded a little bit harder, made a shit ton of money pretty fast with that weed farm that was automatic, and now I have started the automatic cocaine farm. Um, we have 10 employees. We got 4 chemists, 3 handlers, I'm pretty sure, 2 botanists, and a cleaner. Um, if you feel like you want to clean up your own trash over there, you really could not go with a cleaner. You can go with another handler. I guarantee you would make it a lot more efficient. Um, but it's almost the exact same concept with the mixing tables as the um, weed farm. Just having your ingredients. I go left to right. I have 2 shelves. I have this one is my one they pull from. This one's my extra storage one, and you have to manually move it over. But I mean, they don't go through that really that fast. You have to probably restock everything once a day at least. So, but if you have extra storage, it would help. So yeah, I do from left to right. It's the same old as the weed. They're pulling from the left to right. I did left to right, left, left, right, left, left, left. And then I have the 2 bags. I have 2 packing stations, so it's a little bit faster. And then for the cocaine, you need cauldron, presses, gas for the cauldrons, and I have a bunch of extra storage for whatever else I get. So starting the process, so I'm going to show you exactly how I did it step by step. I started with the garden area, have my botanist all ready. I have all my drying racks for my coke plants here. And whenever they're ready at 20, they will start drying these guys. I have these 2 supply spots that you're gonna have, and I have extra supplies up here. I have all my beds up there. Yeah, so we start with these guys right here. Then it goes to the drying racks. Then from the drying racks, they go to the cauldrons. And then from the cauldrons, my one chemist will uh, cook it all, because he can do 3. And then from these cauldrons, he moves it to each one of these brick press. And then from each one of these brick press, the handler will do the task and then move it to these 2 shelves right here. I was going to do 3, but there was just not enough routes for the handler, and it would have gotten too chaotic. This handler also helps package on the left side, and he also adds packages to the packaging spot. So how you would do that is you would have his route, and you would click on the package shelf, and then just click on this as the end for the route. And then the others are exactly like the weed farm, where you have them putting the ingredients on the shelf or on these mixers, and then the chemists are here to just move the product and make the product through. And when they are finished, they put it on this shelf, and then a handler grabs it and puts it into the mixing stations. Both of the packaging stations, both the packaging stations. And that's pretty much the whole process. Like, it's pretty simple. All you're really adding from the last, I guess, design is cauldrons, and that means you have to add an extra chemist to this whole thing, and an extra handler has to do 3 tasks up here. So it might not be as efficient without that extra handler, and now that you have the cleaner, but because I'm lazy and I don't like to clean up the mess, and it just looks way cleaner when I show you guys this. It is way more efficient if you just not have the trash lady, and then have another handler doing just straight up just packaging and pulling this, and maybe even pulling the product over here for both of them. Like, you can have him pulling the product 2 times, that's 2 tasks. Then that's 4, and then packaging, that's 5. Actually, he would actually have an extra thing and be able to package and only be like really in this general area. That's what you kind of got to do. You kind of use this to not go too far away, because then they start taking long and it's just not so efficient. But why don't we head over to the weed farm real quick? I got to show you guys a little bit of the efficiency and upgrades that I made. If you guys would want to see that, just stick around here. All right, so we've made it back to the weed farm. To give you guys a little update, I think it looks like so much better. I'm still probably gonna decorate it. I'm sure my boy wants to probably decorate it a little bit too, make it look real cool. But the efficiency is up. I made it to be able to do 100 bags a day if I'm sitting here putting in a lot of product or ingredients. Yeah, this one really pulls through ingredients because it costs 2 coke and 2 what's it called, the painkillers. So it really just rips through resources. So you really have to sit on this one all day pretty much, constantly ordering and going in back and forth with orders. Which, by the way, a little tip is you buy this van for 9K. It seems to be the one with the biggest storage from what I've seen. We haven't gotten the other ones yet, but we will most likely get those later on. But I'm pretty much almost end game. I mean, I pretty much am end game. Making cocaine. Once cocaine is pretty much done, I'm gonna be making so much money that I don't know what to do with it. If you guys are gonna want to watch me and see all this live, I'm live on Twitch at PDocs. Just search that up on Twitch. I'm sure I'll be live. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, and I'll try my best to answer them and show exactly what I'm talking about. It'll be a lot easier. Thanks for watching. Next video is going to be a meth automated farm.
Let me nut on your butt.